Hi everyone and welcome to Club Reaction here at Club at 22, the Rangers podcast. As Rangers win, and yes, I'll say that again, win 4-1 against Aberdeen at Ibrox today. I am joined by the one and only Scott Gemmell. How are we doing, Scott?
I'm very good. They won and they put on a performance as well, and certainly in the second half. So
yeah, as you can see, we get wet on the way along the road as well. But the starting lineup today was Al McGregor, Tavernier, King, Davies, Yilmaz, Sands, Lundstrom, Tillman, Kent, Cholak and Sakala. Any surprises there, Scotia?
A wee bit, because Gio usually likes to put out a team that confuses you in some way, but I was actually quite pleased with that team. I liked how it was going. I did have a wee bit of fear that he was maybe not going to play Sakala, but I'm glad that he did, so I'm happy with that team.
Yeah, I was happy to see Yilmaz start. Sands was a slight surprise for me, and I was happy as well to see Sakala start. So into the game, Scotia. I don't think we started well, to be honest.
I disagree. I thought we started quite rightly.
Do you?
Yeah, I thought we started quite well. Yilmaz looked like he was playing very well, and then within about 6 or 7 minutes, Yilmaz pulls up.
Yeah, I was going to come to that. Honestly, we have no luck with injuries at all. Yilmaz, I thought he did look bright. I was happy for him to start, but he pulls his hamstring. Obviously, he goes off the park, and we're all looking at each other going, honestly, we can't get a break with injuries, and Barisic has to come on. And then after that, I mean, maybe I was harsh, but Rangers were okay. I didn't think they were great. And then Aberdeen came up the park, a ball into our box. They were looking for a penalty. The Rangers players could have stood still, and their boy lashed in the back of the net, Scotia, and it's 1-0 Aberdeen.
Yeah,
we all kind of seen it coming, and it's just one of those goals. To go 1-0 down against Aberdeen isn't a great start.
No, it's not at all. It was this period in between Yilmaz going off and also them scoring the goal. That's when we were at our poorest, I thought. And yeah, their goal itself, King really needs to do an awful lot better. Tav then comes across to try and help him and doesn't help him at all. Just they all get caught in each other's way. The boy has about 5 or 6 attempts to kind of dig it out. And then he knocks it away, and it kind of had that feeling that this was going to be it. It was going to be another afternoon of more of the same.
Yeah, I think at 1-0, a lot of players, a lot of folk in the stadium are looking, going, it's 1-0 Aberdeen. And we've seen this movie before, especially last week against Livingston. But after that, I thought Rangers huffed and puffed for a wee bit, but then grew into the game, to be honest. And it was the main man again, Cholak, scores a goal, a slip ball through, came to Malik Tillman, who I thought took a while to wake up, to be honest. Slips the ball back to Cholak, Scotia, back in the net, and it's 1 each.
Yeah,
we're back in the game.
I really wish Carney hadn't told us we couldn't pick Cholak as our first goal scorer, because he would have been mine. But yeah, he's really good at doing this, Cholak. And at this period, we did look as if we were starting to get back into the game a wee bit more leading up to this goal. So we thoroughly deserved, I thought, and a good finish by Cholak.
I thought his hold-up play was good today, Cholak. I thought he had that boy, that centre-half, on toast. Every time he got the ball into him, he could spin him all the time, and it was a good goal by Rangers. And after that, I just thought we had the momentum at that point. Aberdeen really didn't offer anything. They offered up nothing to be full the whole game, but after that, a couple of chances by Rangers, half chances to be honest, and then it was near half time, and I do the criminal thing which I never do. A guy goes down for a bit of treatment. There's a couple of added minutes. I was gasping for the toilet. Scotia was the same, because I met him as I went in. We went for the toilet, came back out, and we watched the last minute of the game on the screen in the concourse, and Rangers get a free kick. As we do, I knew it was happening here. Ball comes into the box. Davies does well to pull it back to Lundstrom, and Lundstrom lashes into the back of the net, Scotia, and it was one of the moments where I've not seen that. There was the fireworks going off. I've not seen that in a while from the concourse. Usually I stay at the very depth of the first half, but I was desperate to go to the toilet, and that's what happens when you go to the toilet before then Rangers score.
You know what? See, the last time I seen us score from in the concourse, it was against Aberdeen, and it was from Carlos Pina.
There we
go.
Way
back with Caixinha, because I was running late. I was driving back down from Aberdeen actually, and was late for the game. Came in it as he scored, as I was running up to my seat. That was the last time I seen it. But no, great to go in at the half time, 2-1 up, because it did have that feeling, like I say. First half, we were going into it more in the first half, but you still felt if we were going in at 1-1, you just felt it was going to be more of the same going forward. But to go in with the lead was hugely important, I thought.
Yeah, no, it was massive going in with the lead at half time. Happy enough at half time, to be honest. I thought let's go and kick on now. Changes at half time. Davies come off, who was unfortunately injured. James Sands dropped back in. Scott Arfield come on second half. And the second half, I'm going to say it now, shot caller, there's positivity in this podcast. Rangers are absolutely outstanding that second half. I thought as soon as we kicked off, we were brilliant, Scotia.
Oh yeah, the intensity was there. I thought Arfield coming on made a very positive difference, because I felt Sands and Lundstrom in the first half, they were kind of sitting back and they didn't know which one of them that was the one that was going to go forward or not. Whereas when bringing Arfield on, you knew that he was going to be the guy that was pushing up, and he was a real positive influence. And I think the whole team in that second half played really well. You could feel that from the off, really.
Yeah, and the third goal came quite early on in the second half. It's a goal we've seen from a couple of years ago, full back to full back. Borna Barisic whips a ball in, and James Tavernier, who, let's be honest, was up and down in the game today in terms of performance, as he has been all season, with a great header at the back post. It's a striker's finish, Scotia.
I know, I was delighted. Like you say, this is a goal that we were used to seeing in Europe back in the day. Well, I say back in the day, a few years ago now. But I was really pleased for Tav as well, because he out of everyone in the match, I think he was the one that you could say was off it the most. But he was going into it in the second half, and I thought that goal came at the right, perfect time for him. If only I could have taken it forward a wee bit more than a few minutes later.
Yeah, no, and after that, I mean, to be honest, Scotia, it was one-way traffic with Rangers. Aberdeen offered absolutely nothing in the second half, and that's due to Rangers being dominant on the ball. I thought we were excellent. I thought everyone was good. We'll go through them later on. Lundstrom, Sands, Sakala, I thought was brilliant on the right-hand side, just offered something a bit different. Again, we pounded the Aberdeen box. Scott Arfield had a shot off the line, another shot was near enough off the line. Then there was a moment in the box where there was a handball. Everyone could see, apart from the referee. It went to VAR. He had to go over to the wee monitor to have a look. He was there for ages having a look at it. Came across, penalty at Rangers, which we like to hear. James Tavernier steps up, and the way his day was going, yes, he scored a great goal, but he smacks the post, Scotia.
It was just, I really felt for him, because I was hoping it would go in, but no, it was just one of those ones, unfortunately. But for me, the main talking point about that is how the referee didn't see that was a handball in the first place.
But it just highlights what Ryan said for ages, that standard of refereeing in Scottish football is very, very poor.
I mean, it was so obvious, and I couldn't believe that he didn't see that. And, frustrating.
As a spotlight, you get shot in the mean Scotia there in the alleyway here at the Viceroy. But after that, another VAR decision, a ball for Sakala, whipped across. Morelos puts the ball in the back of the net. I thought it was borderline, but it went to VAR, Scotia, and it was ruled offside. So I mean, it has to be offside. Yeah,
and I think this one, this one definitely was offside. When I was looking at it, seeing Sakala, I think it was slightly off. I can remember. We're not doing this post-match very wisely, I don't think, guys, because we went to the game not expecting to be doing a post-match, so we weren't taking proper notes or anything, so we do apologise for the scattergun approach of it, but yeah, I think it was offside.
Yeah, and literally not long after it again, Sakala does well down the right-hand side, whips the ball across, and Alfie at the back post taps in. From where I sat, I thought it was offside at the time. Again, it goes to VAR. It was a long time, Scotia, on VAR, and then it was 4-1 Rangers.
No, this one, I'm similar to you. I thought it was offside, and this kind of comes back to the point that Ryan was making on the pod about sort of getting delayed actions for goals and stuff like that. So I didn't really celebrate the goal when it went in, because I thought both Sakala was off when he crossed it in, and then Alfie was off at the back post when he kind of nipped it away. So I didn't celebrate it too much, but when it went in, when it was confirmed, celebrated it, because I thought Alfie was pretty decent when he came on. I do think he should have maybe been brought on 10-15 minutes earlier, because there was a point where Cholak, we had a corner, and Cholak, he didn't really pull up with an injury or anything, but you seen him grab his kind of, I think it was his thigh he grabbed, and he, a couple of occasions that I watched him, he was kind of not limping, but he looked as if he could do with a wee coming off. It would have been nice if Alfie had been on a wee bit earlier.
Yeah, and Rangers were unlucky not to score another goal after that, to be honest. I thought Rangers were excellent in the second half. It was 4-1 going on, let's be honest, 6, 7, 8, it could have been anything to Rangers that second half. I thought they were outstanding the second half, Rangers. It's a pleasure to stand here and say that, because Club at 22, the negative podcast, has actually turned into the positive podcast for once. It was actually nice to come away for Ibrox, Scotia, full of optimism going forward, hopefully.
No, it was. Obviously, we've got this one last European hurrah to kind of navigate before we can fully focus on the domestic front. But there were signs of improvement there. I thought, like, the team selection for me, that's kind of the team that I want to see in the league going forward more often. I mean, obviously there's occasions where you can bring in Arfield from the start and things like that, and when players come back to fitness. But I thought there was an awful lot more desire in the team, certainly in the second half. Kind of showed for it a wee bit more than they have the last couple of games that they've played, be that domestic or European. So, no, I'm thoroughly pleased with the result today.
No, I thought it was completely positive by Rangers. Man of the match, I think there's lots of man of the matches. I thought John Lundstrom was brilliant, and he hasn't been great all season. You could go through the whole team. Sakala, I thought, offered something the right hand side, which was brilliant. Again, honestly, there's a car right behind us. You couldn't script this, honestly. So, Scotia, man of the match. Who's your man of the match?
For me, I was speaking to you before we were doing this. I think I'm going to choose John Lundstrom. I thought it was really solid. I don't know if I'm maybe giving it to him because he was better than he's been, but no, I thought Lundstrom he played like I kind of want Lundstrom to be playing, and if he gets continuing in that, then I'll be quite happy.
Yeah, no, I thought Lundstrom was good. He's had a lot of criticism recently, John Lundstrom, but I thought he was very good today, along with pretty much every Rangers player in that second half in particular. Young King, I thought was outstanding too. I'm going to give it to James Sands. I thought he was really good. He was playing in midfield the first half, dropped into the centre half position second half. At times came into the midfield, and John Lundstrom would switch as a centre back. I thought he was brilliant. I thought his distribution was outstanding. He was very good, James Sands, and a positive going forward, especially with that midfield. I have spoken to Carney, everyone. His man of the match was, and Ryan will be happy at this, the man for Zambia, the Waka Waka, Fashion Sakala, Scotia. I thought, again, he's positive. We know what we get with Sakala. He's a bit of a scattergun approach, but he's positive. He gets you off your seats at times, and I think that's what we need at Ibrox at the moment.
Yeah, no, I thought Sakala had a really good game. There was frustrations in his game, like you say, but no, I was fairly pleased with Sakala. And like you say, I would like now him to see him getting a run at that right wing slot, because too often we've done it. Oh, you have a good game, you'll play the next one. Oh, you're rotten, you're hooked.
Yeah.
Persevere with this one guy, and hopefully, it'll work benefits in the long term.
Yeah, no, I agree. That's 2 home games I've seen with Sakala and St Mirren, and now Aberdeen. I thought he's been really, really good and positive. So I think we need to persevere with him. But no, fantastic. We'll try and bring as many podcasts as we can, match reaction. We'll try and bring one Tuesday after Ajax as well, as much as we can, and we'll be back on Friday with Club Live too. So yes, Scotia, thank you very much for coming on.
Cheers, no worries.
Yep, and hopefully we can do you proud. A couple of blippers in the background, the cars behind us and everything, but it never run smoothly, was it, Club at 22? But yeah, we have been Club at 22, the Rangers podcast, and we'll be back on Tuesday hopefully with a match reaction against Ajax. Thanks very much.